Good afternoon, guys. Okay, don't turn away. It is me. You probably don't recognize me, but it is me, Rideshare UK. You are on the right channel. And the way I am dressed like this, because there is a reason for this. And I want to show you this exciting news. Guys, seriously, this is phenomenal for me. This is something I've waited all this time. And also, I want to give you the heads up, because you too could be just as excited as me. Yep. You know something? I do smell good, Oh, that Old Spice. You can't beat it. Right. Now, the news is right. I've sold my soul to the devil. And the devil obviously is Uber. And so obviously, to go in line with all that, I'm going to change my slogan, which was before, the channel that gets under the skin of Uber. Right? So that's going to change. And it's going to become, I love Uber. It is simple as that. And the reason I've joined Uber, now firstly, I'm not an employee of theirs. It's more like a freelance position, but indirectly you work for them somehow. You know how Uber works. We've been through all that, so that's what it is. Right? And look, firstly, let me show you the email I received from them. And we could go into a bit more detail about it afterwards. So let me just show you the email. Okay, so you're looking at the email I received from them. Obviously, I've had to color black out green out actually, the confidential information for obvious reasons, I suppose. So you got your name there, your date of birth, the date I started with them, the country I work, the city I work, and the country it's in, so it's Birmingham, UK. Current rating of 4.98, absolute rating of 4.99. I asked them, what the hell is absolute rating? And they said, look, this is, they don't work on an average, funnily enough. What the absolute rating is worked on the rating you held the longest. So, sometimes you get fluctuations of, say, 4.95, you're there for a week, but you've gone back up to 4.96, but you've been on for 4.96 for, say, donkey years, and suddenly gone back to 4.95, an absolute rating would be 4.96, so that the longest outstanding one anyway. Uber Pro, the useless program they run, I'm on the platinum on that. Birmingham City Council, and the trips, which is 38,088 trips I've done for them. So here it goes. Hi Abdul, we are excited, so my guys, to announce that we can offer you a new role as a Uber City Ambassador. That's the title. It's a City Ambassador. As discussed in our telephone conversation and then on Google Teams. Now, Google Teams is basically Zoom, but it's Google version of Zoom. Actually, something? I quite like Google Teams, actually. A lot easier to use. But that's what it is, just in case you get, what the hell is Google Teams? And when we went into in-depth details, the requirement of the position and its responsibilities, we have been very impressed with your background expertise. Well, you only get the best, guys, within the industry, and we believe we can learn from each other. Well, learn from me, basically. I don't need to learn much from you guys. Anyway, as we discussed, due to COVID-19 restriction, we have delayed our invitation for you to attend our office in London. Yep. Well, that's obvious enough as well. We will email you in a date in due course to finalize our meeting. So basically, I'm having to go back to them and see face-to-face conversation. We appreciate your hard work and commitment to Uber for the last 5 years, and we all look forward in seeing you achieve great success in the new role. And trust me, I will bring great success. So that's the email. Let me flick back to my face again. So that's what it is. It's a position of being an Uber city ambassador, and this is what I mean. It's not going to be only me. They'll be after loads of you other people as well. And I want to give you the head start again, because I will tell you on this video what is required from you to become a city ambassador, just like me. And you know, we could make Uber the best taxi company in the world. I mean, that is our aim, right? So in a nutshell, let me tell you what's been happening without going into too much details. You know, they told me not to tell anyone, but you know, it's only the internet, isn't it? Right, during lockdown, Uber has been flat out, and they've been working their butts off. And this is how Uber works, and how these big companies work. Actually, they've been trying to integrate their business within other businesses, and because they're all big players, you know, and they're all pally between, you know, all themselves. What Uber is expecting after this, obviously this surge, this pandemic is over, is a surge in business. You know, so as the government released the restrictions, Uber is expecting a surge. And one of the areas they're focusing on is tourism, right? Tourism. Now, and you know how much tourism Uber gets, hundreds, thousands of years. And it's because of the popularity within the app, where you could use the same app in France, in Paris, sorry, in America, wherever you go, you know, that app there works everywhere. And what they've done is they've partnered with big airlines, the likes of Virgin, BT, BA, Qantas, I think American Airlines is in there as well. I'm not 100% sure. And also with big tour operators, right? And what they've done with these tour operators and airlines, they've created this complete package. So it's like, you know, you're going on a holiday, it's like a full board, but proper full board. And for instance, if you came into Birmingham and you stayed a week here, all the package that was included in your holiday package and the transportation side of it is actually taken by Uber. Okay, so that's in a nutshell what it's all about. But for you to be an ambassador of theirs, to look after their customers, they don't want just any nilly-willy guy just got a badge yesterday, and you know, because their reputation is at stake here, not their reputations, the holiday companies, the airlines, because it's all come in a package. And what they've done, right, is they created this ambassador, city ambassador package, and it's a very hard, extremely difficult to actually be an ambassador. And I'm telling you, you know, you gotta be probably AAA star appearance, you know, just like me now. You know, this is AAA, just in case. And also your knowledge has to be within the city, obviously you're working, has to be impeccable. You know, this is something else. You know, this is the creme de la creme of Uber's whatever venture they want to call it. And you know something, I'm ready for it, because if I get a customer that's come from I don't know, China. Look, let me show you something. Can you see? 2 watches. And you might be saying, oh, well done, why 2 watches? Well, let me tell you, I got the one for the local time and one Tokyo time. You know, when I've got the guys in there, I don't need to, you know, like you guys probably getting the world clock out and seeing what time it is in Tokyo. No, none of that. Bang, it's 3 a.m. in Tokyo. You know, this is what I mean. You gotta be sharp for the, you know, for you to just get this job. But let me just give you another one as well. You gotta know the history of your city. Now, I am talking about, because you're an ambassador, you represent Uber and the city they've come to visit. So, obviously, as an ambassador, you got to know a bit about the city. But it's not just knowing about the city. It's not just knowing where the football ground is. You got to know everything about the city. This is Black Cab test times 10, but on history, really. You got to know, for instance, let me just talk about Birmingham. You know, as I said, it's not just about, you know, what artists come out of Birmingham. That's nothing. We are going back, way back, to the Roman era, when they actually built the fort in Birmingham. And for you guys in Birmingham, where did they build the first fort? Come on. This is the question they're going to be asking you. Okay, it's Michelin Lane, just to be, you know, just in case you get it. You got to know how the actual city came up with the name. Was it Birmingham? You know, where did they actually get the name from? The population, the whole city started with. You know, you got to know that. You got to know the time as well. Like in, I don't know, well, I do know. 1166, you know, when Birmingham became the first market town. This is when they were actually thriving. Most of you just probably well know the Old Crown in Digbeth, which was in, come on quickly, 1368, yes. You know, what history do you know about that pub, apart from, hello, are you on the side or at the front? That's not history about the Old Crown. There's a lot more history to it. You know, I was telling them about the 1642 Civil War, why Birmingham at that time were divided and why they didn't back the Loyalists for the Civil War. Do you know about the big Battle of Camp Hill that took place during the Civil War? Well, you need to start knowing these kind of things. And our famous inventors like Matthew Boulton, James Watt, yes. How much do you know about them? You know, and you'll move up slowly through the Industrial Revolution, the 18th, 19th century, when the metalwork industry just flourished. The canal network, you know, we're always known for the you know, the canal network, but do you know why it was built? And do you know when you're traveling through any route, what canal path you're taking? So you're expected to know all that. You know, so there's a lot to learn, and you got to know about your history, about your city, because you are fighting for your city. You're the ambassador. When someone comes into the cab from an Uber package and you're an ambassador to theirs, you got to know what shows on the theatre today. You know, this is how good this job is. And, you know, I mean, and there's guys out there, you know, I'm sure. I mean, obviously I was 4.99, you know, there is 5-star drivers out there. So there's drivers who are better than me, just slightly, not many, luckily, you know, but there are, I suppose. I probably just need to clean this car up. I might get there. But as I said, yeah, you're fighting for your city. you know, talk to them about, I don't know, the steam engine invention. You know, this is what Birmingham was known for. People from all over the world at that time, you know, were coming. I think it was 1766, Birmingham Lunar Society, you know, that was created then. You know, this is what Birmingham's all about. You got to know about how Birmingham played a part in the First, Second World War, why Birmingham was targeted so much. You know, it's all there. You need to know all that. And you know, there's slogans as well, I suppose. Birmingham was known for city of thousand trade, you know, but you know, and you could talk about the downside, but in a respectable way. You know, how we all declined during the 18th century, well, even the 20th century, and how the new regeneration of the city is, you know, parallel with London in certain circumstances, in railways, in hospitals, you know, so there's a lot of things happening there. I remember once they said to me, name me 20 tourist attractions in Birmingham at this Google Team meetings. Name me, no, the actual phrase was, name me 20 tourist attractions in Birmingham within 20 kilometers. And I thought, ooh, you know, and I thought, well done. I said, what do you mean kilometers? You know, we don't, in this country, especially in distances, you know, can we not do miles? Wouldn't that be a lot better? And they accepted it, but I knew obviously mile stretches a bit more, and I could actually go into the likes of Lichfield that way. I could go into Bromsgrove, you know, I could go into other counties just by converting, you know, kilometers into meters. You know, so you got to be on the ball all the time. And so, and you might be asking also, so how does he work? Well, he works in the same way as in, like, remember your favorite driver? When they said, when they reserved you, and I said in my previous videos, it'll never work, because that doesn't work. You do not pick up, well, you do pick up from your local area, but you know, I mean, drivers ain't going to go out of their way because someone's made them favorite driver and to go 5 miles down the distance. You know, it just doesn't work, and it didn't work. It's rubbish. All my favorite requests have stopped. I'm positive, you know, people don't use the facility anymore, but you know, this is how they're going to work it. Anyway, so I'll catch you guys. You know, I'm not going to let this channel go just because I've gone into Uber now. You know, it doesn't mean I'm not going to be making videos. I still will be making videos, and the guys who have subscribed and helped me through all this journey, you know, thank you very much. But it is a new era for me, and I am so excited, and I just wanted to share it with you. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye now.